Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today it is with great pride that I share with you the release of Michi's M8 Monoblock power amplifier. This amazing new release product within the Rotel stables has 1080 watts per channel and 8 ohms. 1600, 1800, something like that into 4. It is astonishing. More than enough power for any load that a speaker may present, and part of a beautiful family including the P5 preamp and then their stereo power amp as well. So, firstly, this is a mammoth piece of electronics. You will see how beautifully styled it is, but what you probably won't understand is just how solid and heavy it is. This product weighs in excess of 60 kilos in its packaging and is a 2-person lift. So I will struggle, but I'm going to enjoy sharing this with you, so it'll be worthwhile. Firstly, the packaging. What we're looking at is a boring brown box with Michi and a model number. There's some serial numbers on either side. I'm not going to roll it around, it's too heavy. And inside, so this is a shipping box, and inside is the user box, so to speak. This one has no handles, making it a little bit more awkward. The inside one does, and again, you'll see that. If you're opening this on your own, the best thing to do is very, very carefully cut through the packing tape. Now this is fabric tape, a combination of packing tape and a fabric sort of weave, to ensure that it gets amazing strength in its tape. And with that, you're going to have to be careful to make sure that you've cut all of it, otherwise it simply won't open. Unlike traditional sort of clear tape that you might see on most boxes, it doesn't give up once you start nicking it. You must cut all the way through. Opening up the two flaps, you get a first look at the carton inside, and again, as I struggle with this immense weight and roll it round, here we go, you'll get to see some of the first box. My recommendation, if you are unboxing this by yourself, is to roll it carefully onto its face and then lift the freight box slowly off the inner box. Okay, and obviously discard that. Once you're looking at this, the next stage is actually relatively straightforward. Again, you're dealing with fabric tape, so you're going to have to trim across all of the parts and do it with some impetus to ensure that the corners, which have 2 or 3 layers of tape, are all free and clear. The process takes more time than I guess normal tape, but you'd expect that with a big heavy product like this. And then just check that those corners are free before proceeding to the next stage. Back, check those corners, and again, just those areas will time and time again catch. So again, just run a craft knife around and make sure that all of it is free. Once you've done that, you get to have a look at the amplifier as I lean it forward for a moment in its box. It's got carry handles on both ends, 2 handles on each, and as I flatten it down, you'll see how easy it is at this point to lift the lid. Okay. Now, like all Rotel pieces that have a card on the inside, this one is specific to Michi. It's a lovely logo. It's great to see it reintroduced. On the back side of the card, sellotape, there is some warranty information along with a packing list, so to ensure that everything that is supposed to be in the pack is, and some basic information. The box itself does fold open at this point, allowing you to kind of slide the rest of it around. But I'm going to recommend at this point that you actually take the top off and get rid of it, allowing you to sort of navigate better with some of the heavier pieces. And it reveals 2 accessory packs at this point. The first and smallest is the remote control. Now, you should be asking yourself, what on earth is a monoblock amplifier? Why on earth does it come with a remote? Well, this has a few features from a display perspective and setup that you may wish to change. And the remote control is there to allow for that easily. So, looking at that for a moment, we've got a beautiful remote control, lovely weight. There is a hex screw where the back removes completely to put the batteries in. There is a couple of hex screws. There's two of them actually, they're right there. Okay. There's some AAA batteries, and there's a USB with MICHI on it as well. Nice to see a nice sort of attention to detail with that. In the other accessory box, and again, look at that. The presentation is beautiful. We see a network cable for the purposes of control and monitoring. This obviously has no streaming capabilities on board. There is a replacement fuse, and it's a nuggety ceramic fuse. There's a 3.5mm to 3.5mm mono control cable, so that this amplifier can be switched on and off with the preamp or something like that when its power turns on and off. And there is a big, chunky, good quality New Zealand IEC power cord, 3-pin. Okay. Now at this point it gets more difficult again because of the weight, and I'd be recommending you follow this basic process. Drag the unit off its box, and to try and keep it in frame, I'm dragging the box back a little bit. And then it's relatively straightforward. It's obviously very heavy. It's covered in a beautiful velveteen bag, and it's this that we're going to use to protect it as I roll it over to get rid of the last of the foam. Okay. And rolling it back, firstly we'll pause and have a look at the massive oversized feet. These are massive rubber feet designed to absorb vibration and other things along those lines. And removing that velveteen bag means that we can look at the amplifier for the first time. The unit firstly has a beautiful front panel. Now this is protected with one of those plastic, thick plastic sort of protective things, and it's quite thick and comes off cleanly with no hint of any issues, leaving it completely dust free. Please hang around for some photographs. I'm going to power this unit up so that you can see the display and you can see other elements, because currently it's looking a little bit plain. It's got the MICHI logo front and center, and then directly below it the power on and off button. This illuminates red when in standby, and glows an amber white for on. It's a big display, and that again can be changed with the supplied remote control. Leaning it forward, please have a look at how beautiful it is, depth and design wise. These main heat sinks, that design is emulated in the P5 preamp. It's deep, it's extremely heavy, and it's brutally well built. Looking at it from the side, you'll see a continuation of that same theme of elegance and beautiful design. And looking at the back, this is where, despite it's relatively sparse, this is where some of the magic still happens. Rocking it for a moment, we'll see a couple of things. Firstly, they do have cooling fans. Now these fans, well, the fins that you see, the fans are actually in the unit themselves, designed to push air very, very slowly and quietly through the amplifier. To deliver over 1,000 watts, which is what it's capable of, can start to have thermal issues, and so Rotel has chosen wisely to add some basic and quiet fans to ensure that air circulation can be achieved without any hint of the amplifier overheating. Looking across the top, we've got the network input for the purposes of control and monitoring, RS-232 for traditional two-way control. We've got a switch for balanced or unbalanced input, which you see beneath, and then 12-volt trigger input and out for control. There's the second fan, and then it's outputs that we see here. The outputs are paralleled because this is a monoblock, but it does allow you to double up cabling to the speaker if you need, or if you already have bi-amp bi-wire speaker cable and wish to use a monoblock. The binding posts are magnificent in the quality of their build and have a wonderful fit and finish to them. Centrally there is a main AC fuse, the rocker switch for on and off, and the New Zealand IEC power input. So, this beautiful piece of engineering. Michi's M8, 1080 watts, about 1600 to 1800 watts mono into 4 ohms. This astonishing piece of kit. I'm so very proud to be sharing it with you today, unboxing here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.